Zach Brown will throw it over to Brent. Slap shot, almost in the back of the net. Bontheus.
Calm it down a little bit.
Shot attempt, it's a score! Past center ice, into the offensive zone, puts it through the Licentina's a loading shoots, he scores! Evidentina put a little bit of juice into the Huskers right before the end of the period with a shorthanded goal.
From the Don and Lorena Meyer studio in Anderson Hall, the Nebraska Hockey Club presents Countdown to Puck Drop.
After a long road trip for the Husker hockey team, they finally returned to their home ice this weekend for some much-needed support. Welcome into Countdown to Puck Drop. I'm Jake Strautz, here with Tegan Oliveira and Matt McMaster. And guys, this Husker hockey team could really use some home cooking after a rough road trip.
Yeah, the Huskers haven't had too much success on the road this season. Only one road win in 8 games away from the season. And after this last road trip, I'd be surprised if they aren't homesick. And their series a couple weeks ago against Kansas outscored 12-5 in those games. And then last weekend against Arkansas outscored 10-5. And not many positives to take away from those series, but a few good things did come out of those. Nathan Weber able to get 3 goals in those 4 games. He's been finding great ways to put the puck in the back of the net. And then freshman Bobby Heiberg able to get 2 goals and 4 assists on the stat sheet. So not too many positives to take away from that road trip, but a few things that the Huskers should look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. To get Nathan Weber and Bobby Heiberg both going, those guys always a mainstay of this Husker hockey lineup. They're consistently going to be playing. So to get them with a little bit of momentum is great. Look, there's nothing more difficult than playing on the road. It's Arkansas ain't close to here. Kansas is 3 hours away. You're on that bus. You know, your legs are tight. It's hard to just go from there onto the ice and not only play a game, but play a game against 2 really good hockey teams. So this is a really great weekend for the Huskers to get back on track. They're playing a good team in Dordt, but they're at home, and Dordt's going to face the same problems they faced when they were on the road.
And Nebraska struggled to get anything going away from Breslau this past few weeks. So let's take a look at the stats from the past few games and see what Nebraska is looking to improve on, guys.
Yeah, the Huskers having a hard time keeping the puck out of their net. 22 goals allowed in that 4-game road trip, averaging over 5 goals allowed per game. They didn't allow under 5 throughout that series. So they had a lot of struggles in their own end, something that they're going to need to clean up back home.
Well, it's systematic, and it's not good enough. 22 goals, 4 games, over 5 goals a game. You're not going to win hockey games that way. You're just not going to win. It's hard to win hockey games 7-6, 7-5. It's impossible. So it's a top-to-bottom issue. The defense has to be better. The wingers have to be better. The centers have to be better. Everybody's got to be better. That scoreboard is indicative of the entire effort. It's indicative of the entire team of, hey, we got to improve. So, this week you hope that they all went home. They were able to, get some home cooking, take a nice shower, actually be in their own beds, whatever. Take a look in the mirror and say, what are we going to be? Because this team has the opportunity to be a very, very good hockey team. But giving up 5 goals a game, you're not going to be that doing that way. You cannot win games consistently giving up 5 goals a game, and that's top to bottom.
Well, Nebraska has a shot to start to fix a lot of these issues, and it starts tonight against Dordt. But coming up here on Countdown to Puck Drop, Avery Peck caught up with Nebraska freshman winger Timmy Leroy, and we'll take a look at some of the freshmen who have been shining this season. So stick with us.
The need for blood never stops, and at the Nebraska Community Blood Bank, your blood could help save lives. Right now, only 7% of the population donates blood, but imagine if there were more.
We're sitting at below a 7-day level of supply of all blood types across the board, so every blood type is important, and we need all donors of all types to come in and donate right now.
At the Nebraska Community Blood Bank, they believe that all types make a strong blood supply.
Timmy Leroy continues to be one of Nebraska's best offensive options this season, and Avery Peck was able to sit down with Leroy earlier this week. Let's hear what he had to say.
Thanks, guys. So I'm here with freshman forward Timmy Leroy. Timmy, how are you today?
I'm doing good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, started the season, 4 goals and 6 assists. How has your team helped you to be successful in only 8 games played so far?
I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to my line mates, Evan and Webbs. They move the puck really well, and, just having them next to me makes it a lot easier to get my job done. And, they put a lot of work in, so then I just help them out as well as much as I can.
Seeing as it's your first year, how do you feel about club hockey altogether?
I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a great time hanging out with the boys, coming to the rink. I mean, we just joke around a lot. I mean, we take it pretty serious and we have fun on the side is there. And then, if we get a big win, go hang out with the boys. So I'm having a lot of fun with it.
4 goals so far this year. Is there any specific one that's the most memorable to you?
I would say the most memorable play was the OT assist to Weber, but I thought that was the coolest moment so far. But
is there an upperclassman on the team that you look up to and admire? Someone you would like to play up to someday?
I look up to Evan. He's a pretty skilled forward. He is pretty well-rounded in his play, so I look up to him. He's a pretty good mentor when it comes to all this.
And then seeing as you've played hockey your whole life, is there a specific hockey player in college or in the NHL that is like a big idol to you, someone you've looked up to since you were a little kid?
I mean, I'm a big Pittsburgh Penguins fan, so of course I'm always going to say Sidney Crosby is a guy that I've always looked up to and a great role model for young kids, and so I've always liked him as a player.
Yeah, and lastly, what are your expectations for yourself and your team for the rest of the season?
I mean, right now, we got to get back to working hard and turn the season around a little bit. And I have total confidence that we can do that right now. It's just we got to get back to working and then win some games.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Timmy Leroy, everyone.
Yeah, what a phenomenal conversation from Amy with Timmy Leroy. Just the freshman has made such an incredible impact to begin this year, and really a step up going from where he was to now playing against older competition, older guys, a little bit more physical. But he's taken that transition in stride and has really been their go-to goal scorer this season, Keegan.
And even the difference from the start of the season to now, we saw him playing on the line of 9 with Evan Bettina and Nate Weber. He's built up enough skill and confidence that head coach Reed Fuller, he can put him on different lines to help boost up other guys. So he has 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points, which is 3rd on the team for this season. Leroy's been great for the Huskers so far.
And I think the best thing, too, is that when you put a guy on the first line, you're going to have production on the first line. You're going to get points on the first line. But it's even better when you can take that first line guy and you can get the same production on the third line. He can get the same production. Just talking about it, right? You can amplify other people. And look, right now they're having defensive issues. But in terms of offensive, they score 2-3 goals a game. And then with the goalie that they have, if they're playing solid defense, they're going to be able to win games that way. So just to have Leroy not only get his own, but give it to other people is going to be so crucial if the Huskers are going to bounce back and kind of turn this season around.
And it hasn't even just been Leroy this year. Bobby Heiberg has been another freshman that's made a lot of important plays for this team in his first year.
Yeah, Bobby Heiberg, and you know what's better than one outperforming freshman? How about 2 outperforming freshmen?
Absolutely.
Bobby Heiberg making his presence known on the ice, had 2 goals, 4 assists on the road trip these past couple of weeks, and it's so helpful from a player's perspective to have your young guys contributing on the score sheet. He's got, like I mentioned, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points, which is 4th on the team. And being able to see the production from one of your young stars is not only beneficial now, but later on in the season and even a couple of years down the road.
Yeah, Bobby's coming into his own. Took this road trip for him to do it. Jake, you've called a lot of the games. He's more of a bruiser, than Leroy is. But just to have him and have him to be able to amp up that production, because Leroy was from the get-go, right away. First game came out was scoring. Heiberg he's more of a fluid transition, and now he's producing at a very high level, which this team is going to continue to need to have.
And he got started on the road, and we'll see if he can continue that success along with the rest of this Huskers offense in this weekend series against Dordt. Stick with us here on Countdown to Puck Drop, as when we come back, we'll preview this weekend series against the Defenders.
Of the 40 million tons of plastic waste generated in the U.S. in 2021, only 5% or 2 million tons was recycled. Make sure you do your part in keeping Anderson Hall clean. For more information on recycling statistics, visit epa.gov today.
Welcome back to Countdown to Puck Drop on the Husker Hockey YouTube channel. I'm Jake Schronz here with Keegan Oliveira and Matt McMaster in the studio. Let's examine this weekend series against this Dordt Defenders team.
Yeah, and this Dordt Defenders team, they are coming in hot. They're in a 3-game winning streak, and it's not so much the win streak that's impressive, outscoring their opponents 30-6. They have a plus 26 goal differential so far on the season. Dordt 6-3 to start off this season, 18 points, which is really only 4th in the standings in the Silver Central Division. Looking over at the Huskers, they stand at 2-7-1, and they are kind of an outlier in the standings right now, sitting at the bottom of the division.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing for this Dordt team is how well balanced they are. They got 6 guys with 4 goals, okay, 4 or more goals. There's no lines off. There's no, hey, we're going to match up line 1 with line 3 because we're going to have major advantages, which we've seen Reed Fuller do before. Every single line has a good set of players. Every single line can go out there and score, and that's a threat. That's one of the most, wouldn't you say that's one of the more dangerous hockey teams to play against?
Absolutely, and matchups are so important in hockey, making sure that your top line is against their top line, but Dordt is so well balanced throughout their entire lineup, they don't really have to worry about those matchups.
And they can play all those lines at the same time, and there's continuity because in terms of when you get to late games, they don't have to go 1-2, 1-3, 1-2, 1-3. They can play all 4 lines the entire time, and considering they have 23 players on their team, that's a real advantage.
And this Dordt team, you mentioned it just a few moments ago. A couple weekends ago, they scored over 10 goals per game in their series. This is a Nebraska team that struggles defensively, especially in the net. How do you think that's going to impact this weekend series?
I think they're a firepower. They got a lot of firepower, right? But you can't let that wane down on you. I think the worst thing to do, just a team in general, this isn't just hockey, just teams. Look at past scores. Oh, we beat this team and this team beat. No. You got to go on the ice. You got to play. So I'm sure that they spent a lot of time in the defensive zone at John Breslin Ice Arena during practices these last couple of weeks. And so they're going to use that and they're going to try and apply it to a team, and it's going to be a great test for them.
Absolutely, and you do a scouting report before you see your opponents, and you want to know, what kind of team are they? And we know that they're a team that can score a lot of goals, but the Huskers just need to zone that out and play their game. Yeah, they do struggle on the defensive end, but they just need to play their game. Goals will find the back of the net, and they just need to play hard.
And they're talented enough, Jake, to the point where they shouldn't be worrying. You can't get in their own head, right? Like the Huskers can beat any team that they beat, right, or that they play. So when you're like that, you just have to go on the ice with 1 game at a time mentality, 1-0 every time you go out there, next shift at a time. And if they keep that mentality, they're going to be okay.
Well, there should be some good hockey for us tonight inside the Breslow Center. Thanks for joining us on Countdown to Puck Drop, and keep it locked right here on the Husker Hockey YouTube channel as Nebraska and Dordt is coming up right now.
going to be the anthem. So, hello and welcome back to the John Breslow Ice Arena. I'm Matt McMaster, joined here by Keegan Oliveira, and our starting lineups for tonight. For the Dordt defenders, number 22, Brady Spencer, along with Noah Wilms, Ryan Schell, and on defense will be Andrew Benson and Lucas Van Barkel. For the Huskers, Evan Atina with Bobby Heiberg and Timmy Leroy, along with Greg Pate and Zach Brown. And we'll go here to puck drop in just a second as the 6-3 Dordt defenders take on the 2-7-2 Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough task for the Huskers tonight, this high power offense from the defenders. We'll see how the Huskers can respond.
And puck drop as the Huskers will win it. Zach Brown on the puck over to Greg Pate. So Huskers look to start quick against a high-powered Dordt defender offense. Katina with the puck in the zone. He gets it down to the corner until he's challenged by Ryan Schell. That puck hit out by Dordt and now picked up by Benson. Andrew Benson off the glass, chips it over to Schell. And no ice calls as Schell beats Brown to the puck. As now it'll be picked up by the Huskers. Greg Pate now on it, throws that up to Timmy Leroy. Leroy looking for a middle. That was Evan Atina. But Brady Spencer gets the puck, dumps it back in, goes for a change. Huskers regroup here. Puck carried and thrown in the zone by Zach Brown. Leroy is on it. He's joined by Dylan McCrae. Andrew Benson chips that over to Griffin Lennis. He tries to get around. Tried to get around defender there, and now a penalty coming up as that was Kane Bierenstraw hit the puck around Griffin Lennis, who caught Bierenstraw, so the Huskers will go on a power play.
And it was a great aggressive play there by Bierenstraw going down into the corner. Stick got tangled up, draw the penalty, and the Huskers get the early power play.
Yeah, that was a really weird tripping call there as Lennis was trying to go behind the back with the puck and just kind of caught Bierenstraw, and it was a good job by Bierenstraw being aggressive on that forecheck, drawing a penalty, and we'll see if the Huskers can capitalize. Face-off won by McCray over to Matt Leslie. Huskers will try and get their umbrella going. Ben McGinnis with the puck. A lot of pressure put on by Mason Carrolls, but now on the other side is Drew Holderfield. Holderfield chips that over to Leslie. Leslie now back over, dumped in, now held by McCray in front of the net. A good opportunity. He was looking for Bierenstraw, and now Mason Carrolls will put some pressure on Matt Leslie, who will regroup. Leslie drops the puck. That's Ben McGinnis. He's got to turn around until he gives it to Timmy Leroy. Leroy will try and chip it between two Dordt defenders until he loses it. Dumped back down by Alex Koff. The clear was by Zach Espenson. Leroy will try again. Gets it to the middle of the ice. Successfully splits two, now into the zone, up to the top of the circles. He'll throw that around for Evan Dutina. A lot of aggression here from Dordt on the PK until Leroy looking for a cross. He almost had, I believe that was, we can't see the number, I think that was Dylan McCray, almost got it to his Evan Dutina, now working at the top of the circle. Down to Leroy. Leroy will take a shot, chipped off, didn't reach the net. Noah Wilms picks up the puck, chips it out. They'll go for a change. It was Adam Adamski on the back door that almost had that opportunity.
Sorry about the interruption there, Matt, but some great chances by the Huskers. Are really liking Dutina and Leroy in this corner. They're able to find some great opportunities, and you like to see great opportunities early here.
25 seconds left on the power play for the Huskers. Bobby Heiberg, the freshman, will bring it into the zone. 20 seconds left now. He'll take his time below the circles, tipped it in front for Jake Quevedo until it's picked up by Evan Dutina. He's tripped up on the boards, but he'll get to the middle, picked away, and now picked up by Heiberg. 4 seconds left on the power play for the Huskers. Puck is kept in by Jakubsma, and actually it's not. It goes right by him. Heiberg keeps it in. And now Evan Dutina picks up the puck. They'll get it going the other way. Jake Quevedo will dump that in. Takes a hit. Bobby Heiberg still out there. Puts some pressure on. Now Griffin Lennis out of the box. Was looking to break out until he'll pick it up. And now thrown ahead. Zach Brown. Pressure put on by Espenson. He gets hit but finds Quevedo on the other side until Espenson picks up the puck. He's got it below the goal line looking for Lennis in front. Unsuccessful. Huskers unable to get it out there as Quevedo picks the puck back up. Now that was Heiberg to Quevedo. Now Quevedo dumps it in. He'll go for a change. Pressure put on by Caleb Seibel. Puck thrown up to Griffin Lennis. Lennis finds his way in the zone. He takes a shot wide of the net. Ryan Schell keeps it in for the defenders. Schell looking for the middle, unsuccessful. And now going to the puck, Connor Raish.
Huskers doing a good job getting lower in their zone, trying to help out their defense, make the breakout easier.
Stretch pass intended for Bierenstraw. He'll get it there. He'll throw it to the other side of the ice. Foot race between Leslie and Raish, and Leslie will throw it in the zone. Connor Raish picks it up. Over to Espenson, now chipped up by Ryan Schell. Drew Holderfield now carries it into the zone. Nice hit by Brady Espenson. Thrown onto the net. Wide and into the hashes. Connor Raish trying to get the puck. He'll battle with a couple Huskers. Ben McGinnis had a lane to the net but couldn't get there. And now Noah Wilms. He's got Brady Espenson on the opposite side. He takes a shot. Nice block from Leslie. And he loses it. But now Ryan Schell below the goal line. Schell taking his time. He'll throw that around into the corner. Fought on by Holdfield. Bierenstraw tries to get it out to McGinnis. McGinnis will be successful. He's fought on by Noah Wilms. McGinnis dumps that in. He'll go for a change. Zach Espenson challenged by Caden Davis. Thrown all the way up for Mason Carrolls. Carrolls throws that puck on to Alex Koff. Rebound in the middle. No defenders are to get it. Stop shot. High and wide. Jonah Weems throws that into the corner. Greg Pate will continue around the boards. Puck kicked out. Big hit taken in the corner. That was Jonathan Atungu. Now the puck finally gets out. Greg Pate challenges the puck, unsuccessful. Puck thrown in. And icing will be called.
Some great pressure here early by the defenders. And Huskers need to make sure that they're all on the same page with their passes, their breakout passes. They can't be too careless with the puck and make sure they're not just throwing it away.
Yeah, they were kind of right there on that pass to McGinnis, aimlessly thrown out of the middle of the ice, and that could in the future cause a really bad turnover as Greg Pate holds the puck, hit out by Trevor Hoffman until that's thrown exactly back on towards Koff by Svensson. Puck missed by Adamski and thrown all the way down in for a icing. Yeah, Huskers having a little bit of trouble with the breakout in their defensive zone so far, but hasn't cost them anything yet, and neither side has been able to establish any sort of pressure thus far. Face off into the corner. That's Alex Svensson. He's got two other brothers on this team, Zach and Brady. All of them a year apart. As now on the Huskers bench, that puck is brought out. Shot on net, saved by Edmonds. That was from Bobby Heiberg. Now intercepted. Datina all alone shoots over the net. Evan Datina with a nice forecheck, had a golden opportunity, but over the net. He was unable to challenge Graham Edmonds there as the first line is out and putting a lot of pressure. Broken stick by Svensson. Now over to Evan Datina, shoots, he scores! Evan Datina sitting in the soft spot of the circle. Great play by Bobby Heiberg. Gets it to the senior, who puts it right under the glove of Graham Edmonds.
Tough play there for the defenders. Broken stick flying in the air. Kind of a broken play there for the defenders. Evan Datina sitting right in the sweet spot in that right circle, able to bury one early and give the Huskers the lead.
Yeah, defenseman Alex Svensson broke his stick kind of very wildly on the hash there, but he didn't stay in the play. He left the play exactly, and that gave Bobby Heiberg enough time to find Datina. Shot on by Brady Svensson. Wide and low. Defenders keep it in. Shot on net, saved by Koff, and he'll glove it. Noah Wilms on the pressure there.
Yeah, some great moves there by Wilms. Got the puck on the far boards, able to bring it down low, get a good shot, and maybe keep that shot a little bit low. Had a few defenders, or I guess defenders and forwards.
It's tough. That'll be a tough name today to work with. Shot on, deflected, never reached Koff. Matt Leslie on the puck. He's got plenty of time. Off the glass and out. Picked up by the assistant captain, Andrew Benson. Kane Bierenstraw on the pressure, forces a bad pass. That's Dylan McCray with the puck now. He'll throw it in. Bierenstraw will go in and put pressure on Benson. Benson over to Brady Svensson. He loses the puck. McGinnis keeps it in. Dylan McCray now unable to get that puck as Noah Wilms chips that puck out of the zone. Kept in very skillfully from Kane Bierenstraw. Noah Wilms, cross-ice pass to Brady Svensson, in his feet, can't handle it. Picked up by Leslie, chipped up and thrown in by Benson. Offsides, delayed, so Holderfield will have the puck. Defenders went for a change. Ben McGinnis tries to get it by Mason Carroll's unsuccessful, but the puck is picked up by Matt Leslie. Leslie's got a lot of speed heading into the zone. Gets it in, but not deep enough. He keeps it in the zone, though, with Drew Holderfield putting pressure now. And thrown back in by Trevor Hoffman.
Huskers having some good pressure, and we talked about multiple times, Matt, how we need to see some goal scorers coming from these lower lines. You can't just have it from the line of 9 scoring, so good to see some pressure coming elsewhere.
Mason Carroll throws that wide on the net. Jonah Weems keeps it in. He'll ring that all the way around to Isaac Bart, who throws it wildly onto Koff. Puck picked up at the top. That's DeJager, tipped and nearly in the back of the net. That was Jonah Weems who batted that puck down, but it did not cross the line.
Like a pinball machine there.
Absolutely. Adamski now finds Trevor Hoffman. Caden Davis now in on the pressure to DeJager. DeJager can't get it out. Davis with a nice forecheck. opposite side, picked up by Zach Spenson, thrown out by Jonah Weems. Icing will be called if it reaches, and it does. So that tired line of the Dordt defenders, which includes Griffin Lennis, Andrew Benson DeJager, and Will DeBoer, don't have to stay out there. Okay. Thought they might have to stay out there. I guess they don't. First line out for the Huskers.
Looks like they dropped that puck a little prematurely.
Yeah, that's Mason Carrolls, who wasn't ready to receive the faceoff, so they'll do it again. That was won pretty cleanly, though. And Carrolls.
A little false start penalty there.
Yep. Won by the defenders. Hit off the glass, kept in by Jakubsma, but it goes right by him. Atungu. A lot of pressure being put on by Dordt. Atungu throws that off the Tina. Now Griffin Lennis one-on-one with Koff on a bad angle. Koff makes the save. The Tina cross-ice pass to Timmy Leroy. Leroy's got an angle. Leroy to the middle. Shoots, save by Edmonds. Katina now on the puck. Jakubsma keeps that in. Heiberg can't handle it. Thrown around until Griffin Lennis, who had a penalty earlier. Now it's Evan Tina over to Bobby Heiberg. He shoots, he scores! And the first line scores another goal as Timmy Leroy finds Bobby Heiberg on the other part of the net. And it's 2-0 Huskers.
Couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Huskers. We talked about the pressure in the zone, some great pressure coming from the first line play in the corner. Huskers able to keep the puck in the zone. And now the Huskers, exactly the lead they're looking for here, not even 10 minutes through this first period.
It was a great play by Evan Tina to challenge Griffin Lennis on the boards, and then Leroy picked it up, found Heiberg in a nice open part in the slot, and Graham Edmonds had no shot at saving that one as the Huskers jump out to an early 2-0 lead. Dordt going the other way. Thrown into the zone aimlessly by Seibel. Challenge on the boards. Connor Raish keeps it in for the defenders. Leslie picks that up. Leslie trying to work it across. Brady Spenson meets him, but picked up by Christian Clover. Clover over to Seibel. Seibel chips it out. That's picked up now by Jake Quevedo. Quevedo's got a one-on-one in the defender zone. He'll try and get by Raish until he's forced into the corner. He'll turn back around. Looking is Quevedo, taking his time. Over to Matt Leslie. Leslie shoots! Oh, just wide. Very close going to the back of the net, but Huskers still having pressure. Clover throws it on, doesn't reach Edmonds. Now Ryan Shell will throw that out of the zone. Matt Leslie cannot corral it. No icing will be called. Koff will push that puck up.
Great shift there by Quevedo. Strong on his feet, felt the pressure, able to get the puck in his zone and get a chance for the Huskers.
Then McGinnis throws it in. Kane Biernstra first on the puck. He'll try and get that lower. He's challenged by a couple defenders on the boards until it's brought back out. Dylan McCray now in the slot on his backhand. Throws it to Edmonds, now back in the corner. Ben McGinnis below. Looking for McCray. Can't get there. That puck thrown out of play by Lucas Van Berkel. Van Berkel's been all over the puck for the defenders. And he's trying to go glassing out with that, unsuccessful.
Yeah, Van Berkel, one of these young stars for the defenders. 23 games last season, had 13 goals and 11 assists for 24 points.
Face-off one. Biernstra just throws that down deep. McGinnis takes a hit by Andrew Benson. Some physicality in the corner, but Alex Spenson gets the puck and rings it around, intended for Jonah Weems, who hits that puck out. Now, foot race. Greg Pate will win it for the Huskers. That's McCray. Chips that up to McGinnis. He enters the zone. McGinnis takes a hit, stays on the puck, throws it all the way over to Trevor Hoffman. He would have had a nice lane to go through if he was able to get that pass, but unsuccessful. Benson will get the puck out of the zone. Big hit from Adam Adamski. The freshman likes to throw the body a little bit as Benson tries to chip that puck. Adamski on the forecheck. Now a hand pass called as Adamski didn't mean to throw it to Trevor Hoffman, but if it goes off your hand and teammates first want to get it, that's a hand pass, Keegan.
You do got to call the play dead in that scenario. Adamski playing in his second game this season, looking to score his first collegiate goal here tonight.
Face-off won by the defenders. Big hit taken by Caden Davis, but Jacobsma throws it into the zone for the Huskers.
It was Lennis there with that hit.
Lennis, a big guy, the leading point getter this season for the defenders, likes to throw the body around as Connor Raish will throw that puck to Lennis right on cue, who'll turn away. Lennis has done that move a couple times today. And Raish now loses the puck. Caden Davis on it, trying to free it for Adamski. Now Trevor Hoffman will throw that back down in there and out of play. This third line of Adamski, Hoffman, and Davis has put a lot of pressure on the defenders.
Yeah, and it's exactly what the Huskers needed. They need to put pressure on the defenders, and how we mentioned how the Huskers' top line has been really good for this team, putting on pressure and being able to see more pressure come from further down the depth chart is going to be very important for the Huskers to win this game.
So Ryan Schell will take the face-off against Bobby Heiberg, and a lot of false starts from Schell, and they're going to say that no new center. That's surprising. Okay. Face-off won by Heiberg, but it's hit to Zach Espenson. Dak Espenson brings it into the zone. Kovtreska hit it out. That was a risky play, but he gets it out of the zone. Hit it over two different Dordt players, and now Koff will handle the puck again, feeling very confident from behind his net is the goalie.
It was a great play there by Jacobsma, a great move into the zone by Zach Espenson, able to play the body.
Puck thrown on, shot on by Brady Espenson, saved by Koff. He doesn't even know where the puck is. As the Huskers had trouble with puck in their zone, and it was a nice pass from Noah Wilms to Brady Espenson, who didn't have the best angles on Koff, but he just found enough of that puck.
Able to find just enough of a lane to get it on net. Koff didn't know where it is, did a little bit of a snow angel to cover the puck.
So the first line will stay out there for the Huskers, and the referees are being very strict here on how far the wingers can go into the circles. I mean, multiple times they've called that off as tie-up at the face-off dot. And eventually it's Timmy Leroy who ends up with the puck. If he slows down, he's got Datina. He'll take it on the outside. He tries to get to the middle, but unsuccessful. Now he's below the goal line. Datina trying to get on the puck. It's Jonah Weems who can't get it out. Now kept in, thrown on by Zach Brown, and picked up by Andrew Benson. Benson over to Alex Espenson. Espenson throws it in. Saved off by Koff into the corner. Matt Leslie challenges Weems, but can't get it on. Tipped in front of the net. It was a good opportunity, but didn't get to Koff. Bobby Heiberg hit in the corner. Nice stick lift. Allows Katina to grab the puck, and now it's Timmy Leroy with a one-on-one. Leroy enters the zone. He's got Heiberg. Leroy shoots. Heiberg in front of the net. Misses. And no glove from the goalie, and they'll call a whistle. As Graham Edmonds lost his glove there, unsure how that occurred. I mean, there was a lot of movement in front of the net.
It looked like when he was moving post to post, I believe it was his blocker that just flew off, having to call the play dead. But a great chance there between Leroy and Heiberg. Heiberg, he's been electric for the Huskers these past couple of series.
He's been putting themselves in the right places to get the right opportunities as Dordt will move that puck out of the zone. It's Mason Carroll's until it's thrown into the zone by Isaac Bedwell. Bedwell now putting pressure on Holderfield. He gets it, but until Caden, and that's Caleb Seibel, who finally retrieves the puck, thrown into the zone. Jake Quevedo to challenge. Puck picked up by Seibel. Great job there from the defenseman Taylor DeJager, who's able to fight off two different Huskers to just get the puck out of the zone, so there will be a face-off in Dort's zone.
And it was a great play there by Caleb Seibel in the Husker zone, able to just shovel that puck just a little bit forward. Didn't need to get full possession, just push it a little bit forward out in front of him, get that puck out, and get the puck into the defender's zone.
At the face-off dot will be Bedwell, who wins it for the Huskers. Griffin Lennis. Offside's called, and the smaller Caleb Seibel took a run at Lennis.
Only 5'7", 160 sophomore Caleb Seibel, but not afraid to try and throw the body.
And he threw the body at the biggest guy on the ice, too. Very skilled player, though, Lennis. Don't be deceived by his physicality. He's a guy who can put the puck in the back of the net. As now DeJager throws that on to Koff. Picked up by Olderfield. He's challenged by Bedwell. Good job by Olderfield to escape. Chips that up to Kane Bierenstraw, but can't get there, so puck thrown back on to Koff. 5 minutes left in our second period. As Dylan McCray enters the zone. He cuts to the middle. Good move by McCray. McCray puts a shot on. Doesn't get to the net. He'll throw it on that time, and that goes too high. Jakubsma keeps it on. Caden Jakubsma throws it. Unsuccessful. DeJager now will lead a rush of his own. Cross ice pass to Lennis. Lennis picks it up. Toe drag, but stopped by Zach Brown. Shot on Koff. Blockered away and out of play.
Nice blocker save there by Koff. Hasn't seen too much action. Has had some good opportunities from the defenders, but Koff has been solid so far through this first period.
He's been handling the puck well, too. A lot of opportunities that the Dordt is just kind of thrown in onto him to get their offense going. He's done a good job putting those in the corners and giving the Huskers an opportunity to break out. Errant pass from Zach Brown, but no icing called as Ben McGinnis hit just enough of it to stop it from going to the other zone. Cross ice to Brady Svensson. He crosses the blue line. He tries to leave it for Noah Wilms, but Wilms outran the puck. Now McGinnis on it. He shoots that over to Dylan McCray, but it's kept in by Dordt. Alex Koff handles the puck, and he'll freeze it. Face-off coming up.
Kind of a broken play there by the Huskers, trying to break the puck out and throw it across the ice, kind of into no man's land, and defenders able to get it back into the zone and get an offensive draw.
Will be Caden Davis versus Ryan Schell at the face-off, Don, and Schell wins another face-off for Dordt. Blocked by Trevor Hoffman. Now Andrew Benson will throw that puck into the zone. Picked up by Noah Wilms. Wilms to the front of the net, blocked off by Koff. He'll throw it again to the net, and Koff will cover it up. Bit of a scruff in front of the net, but nothing too aggressive.
Is Zach Brown. That puck popped out right in the crease, and Zach Brown tried giving it to his goalie. Risky play there, but Koff able to keep an eye on it and get a glove on it.
Most sustained pressure Dordt has come now with about 4 minutes left in this period. DeJager throws the puck into the zone. Zach Svensson picks it up, throws it back around. Puck looking for Svensson, but cannot get there. Now the Huskers will try and get it out. Trevor Hoffman chips that up to Adam Adamski. He's got Caden Davis on a 2-on-1. Adamski over to Davis. And a pass throws into the corner as Davis didn't open up there, and now Adamski back on it. He'll throw to Davis this time. Unsuccessful. Hoffman on the puck. Hoffman tries to shoot it, can't get there. Davis still with some pressure. Thrown into Adamski. Adamski got a shot off puck floating in front of the net. Cleared by Dordt. Thrown on again by the Huskers. As Svensson on it. Thrown over to Trevor Hoffman. Kept in by Atungu. More pressure being put on DeJager. Adamski throws it up to Matt Leslie. Leslie was looking for Datina but missed the backside of him. Stretch pass intended for Isaac Bart and a save by Koff.
What a shift there by Trevor Hoffman, taking a hit to get the puck out of his zone, setting up a chance for the Huskers, and he even got a chance of his own. A great shift there for the Huskers. And as a player, you love when your guy's willing to take a hit to make a play.
Absolutely. Yeah, a guy who doesn't want to take a hit to make a play is a guy you really don't want to play with, and I bet people love playing with Trevor Hoffman, and that third line has had a lot of success in this period. Still nothing to show for it, though, as Greg Pate finds the always dangerous Evan Datina, now chips it up to Timmy Leroy. Puck picked up on the boards by Datina until thrown out by Dordt. Puck still fluttering in the zone. Great job from Bobby Heiberg to keep that in. Cross ice to Datina, who can't handle it. Thrown back down low for Leroy. He's challenged until Heiberg picked up by Datina. Holderfield throws it on net, blocked by Noah Wilms. Datina now below the goal line. Gives it over to Leroy. Leroy throws it in front of the net, mishandled for a second by Graham Edmonds. And Bobby Heiberg tried hitting at a loose puck, but Lucas Van Berkel went after Heiberg a little bit there. Now Timmy Leroy sticking up for his teammate.
Heiberg, he's looking good so far this game. Already has a goal this game. Great chance there.
Been everywhere on the ice. Lucas Van Berkel kind of went after Heiberg after the puck was frozen and Heiberg was trying to go after that puck, and it's Now, it's something you always got to do if you're a defenseman, no matter what. So that's kind of the rules of the game. Now is Evan Datina with a good forecheck, gets the puck below the goal line. He still has the puck. He just throws it on net. Almost Heiberg could have gotten a stick on it. Now thrown on by Holderfield, but a great block in front of the net. Now shot again, save by Edmonds.
Another chance there by Bobby Heiberg. This first line put in all the pressure on the defenders. Some great chances, but try to get some fresh legs on the ice for the Huskers.
Yeah, I might have jinxed Dordt a little bit when I said that the best pressure that they had came with under 4 minutes left, but the Huskers have completely flipped the script now. Tristan Clover on the faceoff top for the Huskers. He ties up until Taylor DeJager throws that puck intended to get out of the zone. Now Mason Carrolls gets it out of the zone. Moved on by Nate Lorenz. Lorenz throws the puck and saved by Koff.
Good thinking there by Lorenz. Just throw it on net, make the Huskers freeze it so they can get an offensive draw opportunity.
Absolutely. Flip the ice as well. Just get it out of your zone, and more likely to have pressure in the offensive zone if you start possession or start playing the offensive zone. And lost face-off by the Huskers, but good job by Clover to go past and get the puck out of the area, and now Dordt has it. Van Barkel moves that puck up. Dropped by Carrolls, and now he'll chip that over to Bedwell. Bedwell over to Griffin Lennis, the always dangerous winger. He's got the puck below the goal line, throws it on net, but chipped away. Puck fought on the hash. Andrew Benson can't keep it in. Good job there by Jacobsma fighting that puck all the way up the ice. And now Zach Brown holds it. Brown looking for options. He'll find Dylan McCray moving into the zone. McCray below the goal line. Waiting. Throws it in front of the net. Hit on by Graham Edmonds until Andrew Benson chips that ahead. Matt Leslie will pick up the puck. Pressure put on by Brady Espenson. Leslie just flips that puck out of the zone. Dylan McCray picks it up. Now slides it over to Kane Bierenstra. He's got Ben McGinnis. McGinnis, puck was behind him, couldn't get there. So now Brady Espenson. Throw that to Bedwell. Or Connor Raish, rather. Puck kept in by Leslie. Puck thrown to Brady Espenson. Over to the red line. Into the zone. Espenson, and offside's called. Ryan Shell just went a little bit ahead of Brady Espenson there. So with 9 seconds left, we'll have a face-off in the zone. Or in the neutral zone.
Neutral zone, correct. And some great chances by the Huskers, and Dordt kind of picked it up a little bit from those couple of minutes where it seemed like the puck couldn't even come out of the defender zone. But 9 seconds left.
9 seconds left. Face off of the neutral zone. What do you do here, Keegan? What are you calling for Heiberg to do?
Well, Heiberg, 9 seconds left. It looks like this face-off might...
No, so they're going to have a discussion here on whether or not it was a high stick or offsides. So the line judges will come with the two line judges, and they're going to say it was offsides and not a high stick, so the face-off will be in the neutral zone. And now...
It looks like there might be a penalty on...
That's Captain Zach Espenson's talking with the referee to get some clarification. Well, now there's a penalty.
Bierenstraw's in the box.
Okay, I didn't catch that.
We didn't get a good look at that one.
Okay, so now the Huskers are on the penalty kill. Did you see it? I did not see a call. That kind of went under the radar there.
I didn't even see Bierenstraw head to the box. I kind of took a glance.
Yeah, so I believe there was a high stick called on Bierenstraw because I saw one of the referees put the high stick signal. So we're going to call it like this. I didn't even see them escort him to the box. Okay, so we're going to call a Bierenstraw high stick, but there wasn't offsides as well. So the discussion is where do you take the face-off defendant, and so now I think the offside takes precedent over the penalty, so it's in the neutral zone. Regardless, we figured that out. I think we did. But Huskers lead 2-0 after the first period. Keegan, what have you seen, man?
Some good pressure from the Huskers coming, and different lineups for the Huskers than we're usually used to.
Absolutely.
And it seemed to be working so far, out to a 2-0 lead after the first period. They just need to keep playing their game, and we might have a good outcome here.
Yeah, the first line, first two goals, of the game. Bobby Heiberg with one, Evan Datina. Or was it Evan Datina with the other one? Yes,
Evan
it was.
Datina and Heiberg, that first line, still putting pucks in the back.
A lot of pressure. I've been impressed with Timmy Leroy and his forechecking ability. Typically, Leroy is the scorer. He's done a great job forechecking today, keeping the puck below the goal line and making some opportunities for his teammates. Another line I've been impressed with has been line 3, Adamski, Trevor Hoffman, and Caden Davis.
They've all been playing full speed ahead of great plays by everybody on that line. Hoffman, he's had great opportunities. Davis and Adamski all having great opportunities. So having that matchup on the third line, able to get some chances, it's great for the Huskers.
Yeah, and Dordt has really been aggressive in the defensive zone, and sometimes it works for them, especially on the penalty kill. Andrew Benson has been a force in this one, but Huskers having a couple really good defensive plays right now. Matt Leslie and Greg Pate really stepping up.
Yeah, and that's so important, and the defense has been playing great, and give a lot of credit to the forwards. They've been dropping down a lot lower than I think we're used to, which that's the help that the Huskers have needed from their forwards, being able to drop down and help out the defense.
Yeah, it's almost like the centers have taken more of a defensive role. And these are the defensive adjustments we talked about in the pregame, with the Huskers giving up almost 5 goals a game over the last 4 contests, 22 goals in the last 4, so close to 6 goals a game, actually. But Huskers look really good through one against a very tested and playing very well Dordt defender team. We'll see if they can continue the momentum in the second period. Don't go anywhere. We'll stick it here, and we'll come back to you in just about 10 minutes for our coverage of period 2 of Husker hockey versus Dordt. And we are back here for our second period coverage of Husker hockey versus Dordt. Huskers lead 2-0 through a goal by Bobby Heiberg and one by Evan Datina, but they'll start on the penalty kill in this period as Kane Bierenstraw is in the sin bin. Ryler Shelley on the faceoff for Dordt wins it. He's joined by Griffin Lennis, who gets the puck out of his zone. Lennis puts a shot on, blocked by Zach Brown, thrown out again, and that's thrown off of the zone. Noah Wilms also out there, along with Brady Espenson, Jonah Weems. A lot of pressure put on by Bobby Heiberg. He's got the puck. He throws it in front of the net, tipped off by Graham Edmonds, and now picked up by Weems. Weems enters the offensive zone. He'll pull up, drops it for Lennis. Lennis over to Shelley. Shelley, nice move into the slot, throws it up his own pass. Shelley waiting, scissor, doesn't get the puck off. Now Matt Leslie retrieves it. Shelley back on the puck. And now Lennis has it. Lennis over to Weems. Errant pass. Brady Espenson holds it. Drops it for Lennis. Nice play by Bobby Heiberg to break up the drop and get the puck out of the zone. Espenson now errantly throws it back into his zone. Emma Datina puts some pressure on Lennis until he throws that out to Weems. Weems over to Espenson. He takes his time below the goal line. Over to Carrolls. Carrolls dances on the blue line. Gives it over to Zach Espenson. Throws it over to Jonah Weems into the zone. Picked up by Carrolls. Shot on net. Blocked by Caden Davis. Evan Datina on it. Tries to throw it out. Kept in by Dordt. Carrolls carries the puck. Shot on net. Saved by Koff. Almost tipped in by Isaac Bart. Now thrown on again. Espenson. Overshot. Save! Alex Koff with a phenomenal save on Mason Carrolls. And now 3 seconds left on the Dordt power play.
Phenomenal save indeed. Huskers having a hard time clearing the puck out there. Dordt had some great opportunities, some great setups. Alex Koff standing strong in the net.
So it'll be Shelley with Van Barkel and Alex Espenson. Won by Shelley. Shot on net, blocked by McCray. Penalty over for the Huskers. Greg Pate now throws that out, kept in. Back down low. In the middle of the slot, but tipped out into the corner, picked up by Drew Holderfield. He reverses to Greg Pate. Bierenstraw puts pressure on DeJager, who throws it into the opposite corner. Now Zach Espenson throws it on net, saved by Koff. Shelley puts it below the goal line. Big hit taken by Pate, who's still on the puck. He's able to get that to Bierenstraw. Bierenstraw throws it back down low for Pate. Huskers have a little bit of time to get out of their zone. Good pressure by the defenders, kept in by Zach Espenson, and that'll be, what will they call here?
I believe a hand pass.
Okay. I thought that could have easily been a trip, as well as Zach Espenson, one of the three Espenson brothers, did a phenomenal job keeping the puck in the zone.
Spenson family, pretty talented. Alex, 9 points. Zach on defense has 8, and then Brady has 9 himself.
Andrew Benson carries it in. Yeah, it's been a little difficult for the play-by-play guy to differentiate between the three, which is a compliment to the family because they've been all over the ice tonight. Face-off, far neutral zone dot. Isaac Bart wins it for the defenders. Dort's done a good job on the face-off dot. Good job from Alex Koff not to freeze that puck to avoid a face-off. Breakout here, unsuccessful from the Huskers, kept in by Andrew Benson. Holderfield will get on the puck. He'll be challenged by Noah Wilms. Wilms now, great pass over to Quevedo. Jake Quevedo enters the zone. Tries to put it by Benson. Benson does a good job, but hit Quevedo one too many times, and he'll get a penalty as the Huskers will try and keep the possession here to get an extra attacker on. Leslie does it. He throws it on net. Blocked before it reaches Edmonds. Now kept in by the Huskers, not touched by Dordt. And Evan Datina very smartly will regroup here.
I was just about to say, smart play by Datina, just bringing the puck in the zone. Not too good of a pass there, but Datina with the right idea. Now the Huskers will head to the power play.
Yeah, Datina had a couple words for Matt Leslie, who mishandled that puck as Tina didn't want another pass back. He wanted Leslie, the very dangerous offensive defenseman, to carry into the zone. But 2 minutes on the power play coming up for the Huskers as Andrew Benson goes to the box for Dordt. Huskers could add a third goal to their lead here. Shelley on the faceoff dot, successful, and he'll clear it out himself, but kept it by the Huskers. Katina throws it to Greg Pate, now low to Timmy Leroy. Leroy escape turns. He'll carry it in the high slot, shot, wide and low. Katina now, toe drag, high slot, gets in the middle slot, shoots, blocked by Zachus Spenson.
What an effort there by Tina, dancing his way to the slot, getting a great scoring chance.
Puck brought out by Leroy. He was looking for Heiberg in the middle of the net, but Graham Edmonds gets a stick-on, saved. Minute 28 left on the power play. New line coming out here for Dordt. It'll be Lucas Van Barkel, along with Alex Spenson, Griffin Lennis, and on the far dot is Connor Raish. Face-off won by the Huskers. Gregory Pate, low to Leroy. Leroy, fancy edge work, gets him down to the goal line. Puck will be picked up by Tina, throw back to the Leroy. Leroy working the circle, now over to the blue line. Keeps it in. Throws it on net, saved by Edmonds, cleared out by Dordt. First line will stay out there for the Huskers. Minute has gone by in this power play. Leroy will carry it up with speed. He'll get by Alex Spenson on the hash. Down low to Heiberg, now over to Leroy. Leroy takes a shot, saved by Edmonds. Adamski on the ice. Gives it to Tina. Tina walks into the crease, and that shot just wide as Dordt will be able to throw it down. Good clear there by Spenson. Huskers can have a rush if they go quickly. They elect to not to. Timmy Leroy into the zone. Below the goal line. Great job by Griffin Lennis to get that puck from Leroy, but kept in by Matt Leslie. Leslie throws that back down. Leroy, penalty over. Dylan McCray throws it in the middle. Nearly hit the stick of Kane Bierenstraw. Now a rush for the defenders. Benson shoots, scores! Andrew Benson with a snipe on the far side blocker of Alex Koff. Cuts the Husker lead in half.
Just when it looked like the Huskers were getting something going in the zone, puck comes all the way back. It was a pass in front of the net. Bierenstraw sitting wide open in front of the net with his stick down but couldn't connect. Puck comes out to the neutral zone, and then Andrew Benson getting the hold of it. Goes the length of the ice, puts it back by Alex Koff, hit the fourth goal of the season.
Benson took advantage of that rush. Put the puck in the back of the net. Huskers now trying to respond, thrown on, saved by Graham Edmond. Tungu keeps it in for the Huskers. Puck skated out of the zone by Noah Wilms. Nice hit there from the Huskers, trying to be physical. Wilms fighting through a couple of bodies, gives it to Mason Carroll. Carroll shot, saved by Koff, rebound, saved again, scores! Isaac Bart cleans up the trash in the kitchen and makes it 2-2. And just like that, it's a tied hockey game.
Maybe a little bit too much aggression from the Huskers. We see them trying to throw their body maybe one too many times, getting them out of position, and the defenders take advantage. And just like that, Matt, we're knotted at 2.
It was a phenomenal job by Noah Wilms to fight off a couple different bodies in the neutral zone. Get that shot on the net, the rebound by Carrolls and Isaac Bart. That's how you play hockey. Get to the front of the net, and in just probably under a minute, we're in a tied hockey game here as Dordt showing some life. I mean, this offense can really hum, and it seemed like all they needed was one to go in the back of the net to gain momentum and tie this game, and now it's them with the puck in the offensive zone once again. Griffin Lennis keeps it. A nice hit from Lennis on Zach Brown. Greg Pate trying to get another big hit. That behind by Noah Weems. It's a hit party here from Dordt. Another big one in the corner. Maybe a little bit high. The Huskers wanted a penalty, no call. Brady Spenson gets in on the action. And the physicality is picked up here in the John Breslow Ice Arena.
Yeah, defenders starting to come alive. They're not scared to throw the body, and they're really doing that
here
now.
Here comes Lennis. Lennis turns around over to Spenson, and he'll be tripped up, and a penalty will be called, and a late hit on Trevor Hoffman, and now Weems and Lennis will get in the face of Hoffman.
And Hoffman needs to be careful to not take an extra penalty here. Huskers already going to be shorthanded.
So it's Greg Pate going into the box. No penalty called on the hits afterwards, which I agree with. It's hockey. It's
yeah,
okay.
let them get rough.
It's fine. The referees get too uptight sometimes. Keegan about. No, seriously, I've had this,
I totally
I've
agree
had this
with
grudge
you.
for forever of just, so what if there's a late hit? You know, if there's a fight, it's a different story. But Dordt has really picked up this physicality after taking this lead, and frankly, this game has completely been flipped on its head in the last 2.5 minutes of play.
And defenders, a team, they know how to put the puck in the net. They average just over 6 goals a game. Their offense starting to come alive.
Spencer back down into the zone. Wilms, who had the great play, loses the puck, trying to make something out of nothing. And now Huskers were looking for a penalty there, a hold, after that hit from Wilms. Now the puck is dropped over. Van Berkel working the puck along the boards. Back down low to Carrolls. Over to Zach Espenson. Espenson is looking for Shelley. Shelley now has it in the corner. He'll flip that all the way around to Carrolls. Carrolls throws it on the net. Tipped in front by Wilms. Now by Shelley. Shelley works his way around. Whiffs on the puck. He had a nice opportunity there after a couple of good moves. Couldn't get it off. Puck cleared down by Timmy Leroy. He'll put some pressure on Espenson. Leroy able to get a stick on it. And he ties up Zach Espenson. But it's thrown all the way back around by Brady Espenson. And now Carrolls will give it to Alex Espenson.
A lot of Espensons going on.
I know. They're all over the ice. Van Berkel handles the puck over to Lennis. Lennis with a shot on net. Save and a rebound by Koff as the big-bodied Alex Espenson had a nice tip but couldn't put the rebound in to score.
Some good rebound control there from Alex Koff. Gave up that rebound goal just a few minutes ago. Great job there keeping the puck settled and able to cover.
Let's go, 30 seconds left on the penalty for the Huskers. Face-off won by Dordt, but gets out of the reach of both Brady Espenson and Griffin Lennis, so they'll have to recoup in their zone. Now 20 seconds left. One final rush coming up for the defenders. Espenson carries it into the zone, gets into the middle, bouncing puck. Picked up by Zach Brown, who clears it out. 7 seconds, 6 seconds left on the power play. Griffin Lennis trying to get some late life here, handling the puck in the middle of the zone. Fancy dangles. Penalty over for the Huskers, and now out of the box. Here comes Trevor Hoffman. Hoffman, one-on-one with the goal. He shoots wide of the net. It seemed like Hoffman got a little bit tripped up. He had that glove side post open, but he just missed it. As now Griffin Lennis, a rush going his way. Lennis takes his time, wraps around the net. Shelley shoots. Shelley high over the net. Nice tip by the Huskers. Here comes Matt Leslie. Leslie over to Hoffman. Hoffman shoots. Saved by Edmond. Bouncing puck in the crease, and it's in the back of the net. Trevor Hoffman joined by Adamski. Just crowded the net, and the puck trickles in, and the Huskers take a 3-2 lead.
Great play there by Trevor Hoffman. Just moments ago, had the chance on the breakaway. Didn't get quite the look he might have wanted, but then comes back the other way. Sets up a great opportunity, and the Huskers regain the lead.
We'll see who they give the goal to, either Steven Adamski or Trevor Hoffman. The shot was by Hoffman. And that puck, it was a weird placed shot because it was right in the, it wasn't necessarily right in the breadbasket, but to a standing goalie off his shoulder. Edmund had no clue where the puck went. It bounced right in front of him, and Adamski just came barreling in. We'll see what the call will be here as to who scored the goal, but regardless, the Huskers regained their 3-2 lead after Dordt had all the momentum in the game.
I think they might give that one to Adamski. They grabbed that puck right away.
It certainly seemed like it.
That'd be his first career goal as a Husker.
Bobby Heiberg unable to get the puck out of the zone, so Matt Leslie, who was a part of that rush as well on that goal, will attempt to get it out and it'll be thrown into the defender's bench. You are great observation there. It would be Adamski's first career collegiate goal. It's a Notre Dame College prep, Keegan Oliveira, the representing. I also went to Notre Dame College prep. A lot of people who go to that college seem to come to Nebraska for whatever reason. It's located in Chicago. Seems like a feeder school at this point, but I know the people who taught him how to play hockey, so clearly we have something in common.
Yeah, give yourself some credit.
Yeah, a little bit of credit. I'm the has-been, but 3-2 is our score. 9:53 left. First line out there for the Huskers. Face-off. Picked up by Greg Pate. Oh, they're going to give it to Trevor Hoffman, not Steven Adamski. Big hit taken in the corner by Drew Holderfield. Puck thrown across the ice. Foot race between Raish and Datina. And they'll call icing, actually.
Wow.
And that's a good call. That's a fine call.
Yep. It looked like
Raish got there first.
Looked like Raish was in front of Datina there.
So Datina will discuss it as they weren't a foot race. They were racing toward the puck, but
looks like
in the
Raish
technicalities of the rule,
had the step.
Yeah. So it's an ice. For those clarifying at home, I understand why Datina wants to talk about it, and now the referees will talk about it as well. And now an explanation will be given to Reed Fuller, the head coach of the Huskers, who was curious as to why that was not called an icing, and they'll probably, I assume they'll tell him the same thing we told them. I hope they do. I hope we know hockey enough for the referees to think the same.
I'd hope so. Spent a couple years, throughout middle and high school playing.
Oh, were you ever a referee? A lot of kids do that.
I never was a referee.
I could never do that. Shot thrown wide by Spenson, kept in, and glove by Koff, who drops it for a second. Ryler Shelley was all over it. That was Jonah Weems, rather, going after the puck there.
And these refs really like controlling the face-off.
Yeah, it's been happening. I've never seen it happen this much in a given game.
They need it picture perfect every single drop, it seems.
Face-off won by Dordt. Thrown on the net, wide. Datina chips it out. Picked up by Bobby Heiberg. He keeps the puck. He's got Timmy Leroy. Leroy loses it. To Yeager now. Over to Lennis. Now thrown to Bobby Heiberg. Heiberg cuts in the middle of the zone, but he's hit. Gets the puck back now to Timmy Leroy. Leroy over to Tina. That was good. Tina to Leroy. Now back down low to Datina. Datina finding Heiberg in the middle. Can't get it on net.
Great passing here by this first line.
Jonah Weems over to Griffin Lennis. Lennis throws it in. He'll go for a change along with Radius Benson. Weems will stay out there. Now it's Lennis. Gets it to the middle of the ice, but can't get a shot off. As Ben McGinnis out on the ice. He loses the puck. Thrown in. Delayed offsides called. Quick pass up to Griffin Lennis now. Over to Carrolls. Carrolls below the goal line. Throws it for Isaac Bart in the middle. Bart had the other goal to make it 2-2, but now Bierenstraw into the offensive zone. Blocked off by Edmund. Kept in. Now thrown out by Dordt, but no, a great keep there. Now it's Isaac Bart. Noah Wilms shoots high and a goal. My goodness.
What a shot there by Noah Wilms. His 10th of the year. He really picked his corner on that one.
I don't even think I mean, Wilms, what a shot, what a snipe. We've seen a lot from Dordt just kind of shooting it at Koff in order to get a offensive zone face-off, but absolutely picked the corner there. It left me shocked. I got to apologize at home for that terrible goal call because I just cannot believe that went in. I mean, a phenomenal shot there from Noah Wilms makes it 3-3.
It kind of left us both speechless there.
Absolutely.
We kind of had to process if that puck was in the back of the net.
That was one heck of a shot. I mean, that's a type of shot you see at very, very, very high levels of hockey. And that was impressive as now it's 3-3. And just when it seems like one team grabs some momentum, the other team just goes and scores. And so now it's Caleb Seibel for the Huskers. Can't throw it in. Good pressure there by Alex Espenson. Puck picked up, thrown over to Seibel. Can't handle it. Raish keeps it over to Benson. Benson, he's got one of the goals on the night. Dumps it in. Tough puck to handle for Alex Koff. The Huskers having trouble passing the puck right now.
Maybe some tired legs out there for the Huskers. We got to keep your feet moving at all times.
Lennis in the zone. He's been a playmaker all night. He takes a shot. Alex Koff didn't really see that puck there. He kind of stabbed at it with his blocker. A save nonetheless. Now Lennis again. Carries the puck all the way around. Takes a shot. Blocked by Trevor Hoffman.
Great play there by Hoffman getting in front of that one.
Huskers have the puck. Leslie takes his time, and he'll just throw that in aimlessly. I think he was looking for a change for this line, and they'll get it.
I think he used his 9-iron for that one. Chip that one out for the icing, and puck will come back to the Husker zone.
Okay, so there's no change on an ice. I'm confused because previously
we did see a change on an ice.
If I'm not mistaken. Regardless, I mean, that should be the rule. You should not be allowed to change on an icing, and so the Huskers are unable to.
Maybe the icing calls haven't been proper, but
yeah, we don't know. But
the puck drops have been brilliant tonight.
They have been. A lot of tired legs out there for the Huskers. Pass on across. Oh, intended for Carrolls. That would have been a wide open goal, but he couldn't handle it. It was a rapid pass from Isaac Bart. Dordt keeping it in the zone here. But now Matt Leslie finally able to get it out. So the Huskers will go for a much-needed change. Trevor Hoffman will stay out. Leslie throws on a puck. Blocker saved by Edmond. Noah Wilms can't handle the puck. He loses it in his feet. Steven Adamski unable to handle the puck in the zone. But now it's dumped in the third. Oh, now it's out of play. Aaron
one got out.
It got out in a hurry. I mean, that didn't even hit the net.
I was going to say, it got under the net.
No, it didn't even get under it. It went completely by it. I mean, that was a whole 45-degree angle. And we'll have a puck drop in the middle of the zone. Be Ryler Shelley versus Caden Davis. Dordt has the puck. Andrew Benson. Escape turn. Evades pressure. Over to Alex Espenson. He'll turn around. Puck intended for Shelley. No icing called. Shelley, like a bat out of hell, tries to get down there. And that puck is picked up by Dordt. It's Van Berkel. He eventually loses the puck. Davis throws it in. Hit on by Raish. Now picked up by Van Berkel. Cross ice. Olderfield on it. Tips it up to Steven Adamski. Adamski throws it. Cross ice himself. A change for Hoffman and Davis. Adamski stays out there. Jonah Weems all the way over to Brady Espenson, who tries to chip it by two different Huskers, but he's unable to. Evan Atina, loose puck in the neutral zone. He picks it up.
Take
and
offsides.
Now offsides called. Some disagreements from the Huskers on that offsides call, but it doesn't matter. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone.
Atina being pretty vocal to the referees tonight. And he's been having a great game so far. Already has a goal tonight.
This whole first line has played very well for the Huskers. Kind of production coming everywhere for Dordt. Puck thrown in. Atina on the puck. Tries to leave it for Heiberg until it's picked up by Lennis. Now, Lennis will get the puck out of the zone. Nice escape turn from Lennis. Gives it to DeBoer, but now picked up by Lennis. Into the offensive zone. Shot on, saved by Koff. Thrown into the corner. Zach Brown chipping it out, intended for Datina until it's picked up by Lennis. Datina can't get a puck. Bouncing puck everywhere. Brady Espenson shoots it, saved by Koff. Weird sequence there with the puck. No one really had possession, and now there will be a defensive zone face-off for the Huskers.
Yeah, that one kind of just dropped in the middle of a couple of Huskers, and some tired legs are going to go for a change, and some miscommunication, unable to track down who would take it out. Chance for defenders, and a great save by Kopf.
Leslie on the puck. He's challenged. Eventually gets it down low to Otungu. Shoots it over to Leroy. Now back down low to Leslie. Noah Wilms on the pressure. He gets a stick on it. Now it's the Huskers moving into the Dordt zone. Leroy challenged by two defenders. Still has the puck. Hits it down low. Zach Espenson picks it up. He throws that all the way over to Mason Carroll's chip by Otungu. Unsuccessful. So now 2-on-2, 3-on-2 if they want it. Bad drop pass there. Now the Huskers will rush. 2-on-1. Datina throws it over to Bobby Heiberg. Bouncing puck. Doesn't get on the stick of Heiberg. Would have been his second goal of the night if he could have gotten that puck and shot it on the net. Unsuccessful though. Pate throws it back in. Saved. And not frozen by Graham Edmond. Noah Wilmsgow will attempt to chip it out. Holderfield tries to keep it in. Unsuccessful. Ben McGinnis takes it in the zone. McGinnis hit. Puck thrown out. Over to Alex Espenson. Espenson can't get it on the net. Picked up by Drew Holderfield. Puck thrown all the way down. No icing will be called. Ref had to think about it. Decided it was icing. Huskers face off coming up.
I think it's safe to say a ref made the right call there for the icing. And it was like a yard sale there. He saw a glove and a stick sprawled out on the ice. That was of Isaac Bart. He just quickly went off for a change.
Yeah, it's been getting real physical here in the last couple of minutes. And Huskers trying to match the physicality of Dordt, who's been throwing a lot of bodies today. Pass blocked off by Greg Pate. He tries to get it into the zone. He is successful in doing so. Ben McGinnis now shot out by Dylan McCray. Blocked in front of the net. Zach Espenson rings the puck around the boards. Van Berkel. Now puck intended shot. Bjornstraw. Puck bounced right to him in front of the net. Good save by Graham Edmond, who's had a very good game so far.
That was a great chance there for Bjornstraw. Puck came right to his stick. Might have been wobbly a little bit. Didn't get exactly the shot he wanted. But it'll lead to a Husker face-off late in the second period.
Edmond has been playing well. I mean, the two goals that went in on him, frankly, he had no shot against because of a really good offensive play by the Huskers. And even the third goal, he made the first couple initial saves on it, just kind of trickled in. He's been doing well for Dordt, who is in this tie game here with the Huskers at 3. Buck in the corner. Griffin Lennis been all over the ice today. He'll throw that over to Brady Espenson. Puck challenge, and now Andrew Benson picks the puck up. Benson chips out ahead for Jonah Weems, go off his back, and now Zach Brown holds the puck. Intended for Seibel. Doesn't get to him. Raish, Benson. Now Quevedo. Christian Clover brings it in. Offside called.
Yeah, Quevedo caught in the zone, was trying to get out, but Huskers a little too early bringing that puck in, and the puck will come back out to the neutral zone for a face-off. And the Huskers playing a great game against Dordt right now.
Absolutely.
Huskers,
I mean, it's both sides are playing very well.
Both sides have been playing well. Huskers, team that has had offensive struggles, scoring just around 2 goals a game. They've got 3 through 2 periods against a Dordt team that has over 6 goals a game.
Thrown in front of the net. No one there to grab it. Mason Carrolls gives it over to the Jaeger. Shot and saved by Koff. Getting the glove high in front of 3 different players. Koff was in that butterfly there and was just able to put that glove out. Great shot from Taylor DeJager.
And some great vision there from Alex Koff. Like you mentioned, a lot of traffic in front of the net. Down on the ice in that butterfly, able to reach up and snag it out of the air with that glove.
Absolutely correct. High stick called. DeJager tried to throw that in there. Leslie hit the puck a little bit too high, so we'll have another face-off in the Husker offensive zone. Dordt did a really good job on the face-off dot so far as they win that one again, but it gets out of the zone. Foot race here. DeJager gets enough on it to stop the speedy Caden Davis from having an opportunity. But now Davis has the puck, gets it past the red line into the offensive zone, dumps it in himself. He'll throw it in front of the net. Adamski's there, shot on by Hoffman. Doesn't get to the net. Steven Adamski loses the puck. Zach Expenson abs it. Adamski gets it back. Takes a hit there on the hash. Drew Holderfield throws it on, saved by Edmond. Matt Leslie pinches down, keeps the puck into the zone. Thrown on again, tipped by Hoffman. Picked up by Noah Wilms. Wilms having trouble handling the puck here. More pressure put on by the Huskers as now that's thrown over to Mason Carroll. Carroll throws it in, offside called. A lot of offsides last couple of minutes.
His third line, like you mentioned during that first intermission, has really come to play today. Great chances there for that third line. It was a great play by Caden Davis, being strong on his feet, getting that puck into the zone, able to set something up for the Huskers.
Yeah, I mean, the first line has had a lot of great pressure, but right after them, it's been the third line. Ryler Shetley throws that on net, save by Koff. This line for the Dordt defenders, which includes Ryler Shelley along with Alex Espenson and Lucas Van Berkel, have been very effective tonight, putting a lot of pressure whenever they've been on the ice, and the Huskers have countered that, trying to put their first line out there with them. Puck low. That's Espenson. He'll get some help from Van Berkel. Espenson, very tall, gets that out. Now Connor Race will throw that on net, saved by Koff. Espenson back on the puck. Hit there from Greg Pate on Van Berkel. Huskers unable to get it out. Now Van Berkel puts a shot on net wide. Greg Pate tries to chip it out. That's hit by Leroy. And icing will be called. 3 seconds left. So Dordt will have a face-off here in a tied game second period with 3 seconds left. They're going to put Griffin Lennis out on the ice. He's got a wicked shot. We'll see maybe if they could pull Graham Edmond here if they wanted to get an extra defender with only 3 seconds left with an offensive zone face-off. So it seems like what they're setting up here is Linus
do have 6 skaters out there.
Late change here. Lennis, face-off dot. Tries to shoot it on the net, unsuccessful. Koff puts it in the corner. That's the end of the second period. A very exciting second period. Was it, as the Huskers were up 2-0, controlling some of the second period to start until Dordt rattled off 2 goals in just about a minute. Had a lot of pressure. The intensity picked up. Their physicality picked up. Dordt really stepped up in those minutes, but the third line of Trevor Hoffman, Caden Davis, and Steven Adamski put a lot of pressure on Dordt in the first period. Finally came away with the goal in the second, but Dordt was able to respond with an incredible shot from Noah Wilms.
Yeah, that shot left kind of both of us looking at each other like, that
was incredible. I mean, whoever, if Noah Wilms has a shooting coach, someone should call him, get some lessons. And if he doesn't, even more impressive. Noah Wilms would probably be a shooting coach. That was one of the better shots we've seen this entire season, and it knots it up at 3. I just want to say this. Super impressed with Dordt and their physicality in that second period. They had every reason. It seemed like those first couple of minutes, the Huskers were taking over that game. They were up 2-0. They immediately responded in that minute, and they kind of flipped the game on its head, added that physical element. I mean, we saw that that one line out there with Shelley and Brady Spence and Lennis all out there are once putting a lot of pressure on the Huskers and really just changed the game, but the Huskers able to respond.
Yeah, it almost seemed like a completely different team that came out of that locker room after the first period. And after that first goal, it's like a flip switch and so much physicality coming on that next shift following that goal. There was 3 huge hits in the Husker zone, so that one goal really put that defender's team alive, and I think we're in for a pretty good third period.
Well, look, you're talking about a team in Dordt who, in their last 3 wins, has scored a total of 30 goals.
You don't hear that very often.
No, you don't. So, and also, if we want to go on the other picture, right, the Huskers have given up 22 goals in the last couple of games. So, you know, Dordt probably after that first period might have been a little surprised, frankly, that they hadn't been getting not only just goals but just opportunities. It seemed like the Nebraska defense did a very great job, and they still have been doing a very good job in the defensive end, but Dordt just been able to take advantage of their opportunities that they've had. We're in a tie game. What do the Huskers have to do in this third period to respond to this flurry from Dordt? I mean, I feel like they did already, but what do they have to do to put this game away, rather?
The Huskers are playing a great game. They're tied with a team, like you mentioned, that has 30 goals in 3 games.
Sure, in their wins, yeah, in their last 3 wins.
In their last 3 wins, correct. And they just got to keep playing their game, keep the energy up, keep your feet moving. I think the Huskers have a good chance to come away if they can just continue to play their game.
And we'll see how the lines are going to be managed here by Reed Fuller to end this game here, just because Trevor Hoffman, Caden Davis, and Steven Adamski came in as the third line. But frankly, I mean, you can make an argument that they've gotten even more pressure on their shifts than the first line, who does have 2 goals on the game. But both those lines have been playing really, really well. So interesting to see how that gets handled towards the stretch. We talked about in our pregame, Dordt is so well balanced. They'll go 4 lines, 3-4 lines the entire night. So their head coach is Tyler Morgan. Doesn't really have to think about that all too much, but it'll be a very entertaining and competitive third period. At least we hope it will be, like the first 2 were. And we'll give you a little break here on the Husker Hockey YouTube channel before we bring it back for our coverage of Husker Hockey versus Dordt. And we are back here at the John Breslow Ice Arena for third period action of Husker hockey versus the Dordt defenders. Both first lines out there for the Huskers and the defenders to start this one. Puck cleared out by Taylor DeJager until Evan DeTina grabs the puck and throws it into the zone. Puck thrown around, too wide for Jonah Weems as Drew Holderfield picks up the puck for the Huskers. Weems nearly pickpocketed Holderfield, but couldn't get all of it, as now a little bit of a tussle down low for the puck. Ends up to DeJager, throws it wide onto the net. Thrown onto the net by Zach Svensson, saved by Alex Koff. And now Timmy Leroy. He's got the puck. He gives it to DeTina. Back to Leroy. Misses the puck. Now to Yeager. Intended for Alex Svensson. Picked up by Drew Holderfield. Dumped off for Kane Bierenstraw. Now over to that was Jakubsma who loses the puck. Now picked up by Griffin Lennis. Thrown in front. Backside. Looking for Van Berkel. He couldn't handle it. Now Van Berkel misses another puck. That one was in his feet. And so two decent opportunities, but tough passes can't get the way, as this ice is super wet right now, and it's really hard to handle the puck.
Yeah, definitely can become a challenge once the Zamboni puts a new layer of water on there, and a lot of times it doesn't freeze in time, so you got puddles out there. Sometimes the puck's stopping, sometimes you're not moving the way that you want to be.
And I will point out there's a big puddle right in the slot of the Dordt defender zone, which there wasn't a ton of skating by either side really during our break, as now Holderfield is back on the puck and he leaves it for Ben McGinnis on the hash, challenged by Shelley, but now Trevor Hoffman has it. Hoffman throws it into the zone. Good challenge by Andrew Benson, allows Connor Raish to pick up the puck. Cross-ice pass. Mason Carrolls. He's got Shelley. Carrolls throws it on wide of Koff. Connor Raish tries to throw it back on the net, but it's blocked by Hoffman until Zach Brown picks up the puck, challenge, and now just thrown out of the zone. Kept it by Andrew Benson. Throws on a shot. Saved by Koff.
Benson looking to try to get a tip from Noah Wilms sitting in front of the net. Wasn't able to connect with the puck, and Koff able to absorb it. And for a defensive faceoff.
Isaac Bart, he scored earlier. His line mate Noah Wilms did as well. DeJager whiffs on a puck but keeps it in. Picked up by Bart. Bart throws it in front of the net. Nice stick from Koff to evade it from going into the slot. DeJager keeps it in. Caden Davis just completely throws it all the way around the zone. Mishandled by Carroll. Now picked up by Hoffman. Steven Adamski will support, but actually Hoffman, nice little play to poke it out to Caden Davis. Davis shoots it. Saved by Edmond. Nice save by Graham Edmond. Does not allow a rebound, and will have an offensive zone faceoff for Nebraska.
Huskers need to pick their head up and take an extra look when they're trying to get the puck out of the zone. Multiple opportunities on the breakout to get the puck moving, and there's been multiple whiffs, multiple times where that puck has been turned over in your own zone, and that's been something we've seen a lot, where turnovers leading to goals. Huskers need to help out their defense as much as possible.
Fourth line out for the Huskers, Caleb Seibel along with Joey Beester out there. A little battle in the quarter between Brady Espenson, Andrew Benson, and Quevedo. Puck kept in by the Huskers. Connor Raish picks up the puck, challenged by Quevedo. Seibel tries to get it even lower, unsuccessful. Griffin Lennis picking up a lot of speed into the Huskers zone. Lennis cuts it into the net, shot over the net. Lennis did a great job getting into the face of Alex Koff. That puck nearly bounced into the back of the net, but he was unsuccessful. Now Andrew Benson drops it for Brady Espenson. Shot on screened by Noah Weems, but that puck is wide. Drew Holderfield now picks it up. Holderfield skates up, falls down, no trip called. Drew Holderfield has it in the offensive zone. Nice hit from Brady Espenson. DeJager floats a puck intended for Weems, goes by his stick. Icing called.
And Lennis on that last shift there looked like a bull in the china shop, just crashing to the net.
Absolutely.
And big collision. That puck kind of popped straight up. Wasn't sure where that one was going to land, but it wasn't in the back of the net.
You got to look out when the train is on the tracks, and Griffin Lennis was just barreling down, nearly scored there. Good save by Alex Kaw. Face-off in the Dordt zone, won by the defenders. Jonah Weems tries to skate that out, but it was poked away, and now Shelley can't handle it. Chipped out by Bobby Heiberg over to Evan Datina. Datina can't toe drag into the zone. Good job by DeJager getting a stick on it. Greg Pate keeps it in. Bobby Heiberg has it, throws it in front. Timmy Leroy now shoots, save by Edmond. Datina cuts to the middle. Datina shot on, Edmond save. Bobby Heiberg now has it. He'll throw it to the point. Holderfield mishandles the puck. Foot race between Greg Pate and Van Berkel, and Van Berkel falls down, no trip called. Timmy Leroy now, he takes a hip check from Shelley. Now Benson, he's got a goal. Benson throws it in.
Husker's been having a hard time getting the puck out of their zone early in this period.
As Spenson cuts in, poked away. Holderfield chips that to Pate. Pate trying to give it over to Leroy on the hash, unsuccessful. First time we'll go out for a change as Connor Raish will chase that puck into his own zone. Both teams will go for changes. Errant pass falls into the hands of Ben McGinnis. McGinnis can't handle the puck. Hit out and now taken by Mason Carrolls, who flutters that puck out of his zone. Now over to Andrew Benson. Benson stretch pass over to Bart, who leaves it for Benson there. And Ben McGinnis, one-on-one with Benson. Poked away, thrown on to Edmond. Bart, kept in by Leslie, thrown on. Chipped in front, doesn't reach Edmond. Mason Carrolls, now thrown in by Zach Brown, and Carrolls will have the puck again. He'll throw that out. Nice tip by Dylan McCray. McCray will cut up over to McGinnis, now to Trevor Hoffman. Hoffman takes a shot, save by Edmond.
Some great opportunities on that shift by the Huskers, getting some pressure in the defender's zone. Defenders were really moving the puck around in the Husker zone early in the third. Huskers able to get an offensive draw.
Battle in the corner. Thrown on by Hoffman. Puck still in the middle of the ice until Griffin Lennis throws it over to Jonah Weems. In his skate, but he's able to control it until he loses it. Hoffman gets it out. Picked up by Brady Spenson. Over to DeJager, back over to Lennis. Lennis turns around, tries to throw it into the offensive zone, but unsuccessful. He comes away with the puck. Lennis now on the hash, throws it on Koffs. Blocker save, puck in front of the net as Spenson misses it. That bouncing puck just couldn't get hit by Brady Spenson, as now the Huskers will waste some time as this third line will go for a change. Caleb Seibel out there, Caden Davis with him. Davis frees the puck up for Seibel, kept in by Quevedo. Puck thrown in by Dordt. Icing called. It was a very, very close icing there, as it seemed like his foot was on the line, but be an offensive zone faceoff for the Huskers. And they'll have their fourth line out there, which includes Jake Quevedo, Caleb Seibel, and Christian Clover. Out there for Dordt is Jonah Weems with Ryler Shelley and Zach Spencer. Drew Holderfield puts a shot on net. Doesn't reach Edmond. Shot on again. Saved by Edmond. Bouncing puck. It was thrown on net. A great save by Graham Edmond. Jake Quevedo had a great opportunity there. If he got that puck up, it might have gone in the back of the net. Drew Holderfield was able to help get that puck in the offensive zone. Quevedo will skate into the offensive zone, putting some pressure on Dordt. DeJager now with the puck. Thrown across ice. Greg Pate now chips it ahead to Quevedo. He can't handle it, so now it's Alex Spenson who'll throw it in the zone, and he'll go for a change. First line out there for the Huskers. Puck in front, Isaac Bart almost had an opportunity. He drops it. Down over to Mason Carroll's. Carroll's shot wide. Shot on again by Noah Wilms. Wilms over to Raish. Raish back over. Shot on net. Saved by Koff. Rebound. And frozen. And the puck is loose. Maybe a premature whistle there from the Stripes, but it'll be a defensive zone face-off.
Looks like Kopp didn't have full possession there. Puck was still moving around, but ref possibly didn't have sight on it. Decided to blow the play dead.
Face-off. Won by Dordt. Benson throws it in. Isaac Bart throws it in front of the net. Tipped away from Bobby Heiberg. Heiberg able to chip it out until Benson corrals it. Evan Datina on some pressure to Connor Raish. Noah Wilms gets it back to Raish. Leroy with some more pressure. Raish escapes. Gives it over to Wilms. He finds Isaac Bart cross ice to Carrolls, but he loses it. Now Datina moving the other way. Datina puts a shot on wide of the net. Takes a weird bounce, and it's kept in by the Huskers. Heiberg down low to Leroy. Leroy trying to make a move. Leroy cuts to the middle of the ice. Leroy shoots. Saved by Edmond. A massive save by Edmond, who had a one-on-one opportunity essentially with Leroy, and Leroy with the stick on top of his head knows that Edmond saved a great opportunity there.
And that one might have had to go on SportsCenter. It was a great move in the corner, breaking ankles, rolled out to the slot, and a great opportunity there by the freshman, Timmy Leroy.
Edmond stood on his head and kept this a tie game, as now here comes Dordt. Jonah Weems with an opportunity, cuts into the net. He runs right into Alex Koff, and that's always a tough play when you're going full head of speed, just going at the net, don't have a ton of control. And Alex Koff, a lot of sports, you've seen goalies kind of hit that players after that. He made sure that Weems was okay.
Gave him a little friendly tap after, and in that play when you're breaking towards the net, your first thought isn't necessarily stopping. Your first thought is putting that puck in the back of the net.
Absolutely.
And a big collision. Luckily, everybody involved is okay. Great opportunity for the defenders, and the puck will be dropped to the left of Koff.
Face-off won by Dordt. Evan Datina pokes it away. He leaves it for Leroy. Leroy might have a shot, but too far ahead of him before he got there. Nice hit from Brady Espenson on Leroy. Leroy still has the puck now. He takes a run at Espenson, and Espenson will be called for an elbow. And a power play coming up for the Huskers. And Timmy Leroy's got to be a little bit careful here. He kind of, they're going to get.
They're going to get them both.
Yeah, they're both. Yep. I mean, Leroy had the penalty, but he took a shot at Brady Espenson after that big hit, and he'll find himself in the box. There will be 4-on-4 now in this one.
Yeah, Leroy was caught with his head down, and Espenson took advantage, laid him out in the corner, and then Leroy wanted a little bit of a revenge, taking a shot once they met once again.
McCray versus Shelley in the faceoff dot, won by McCray, but to the wrong defenseman. So Greg Pate with a lot of pressure put on by Alex Espenson. He fends it off. And now McCray with a lot of space here when you're playing 4-on-4. McCray tries a toe drag, but unsuccessful. Chipped ahead by Van Berkel. Van Berkel enters his zone. Alex Espenson over to Van Berkel. It's almost a great opportunity for Lucas Van Berkel. A very good pass from Alex Espenson, but just a little too wide, and that'll be icing as that puck was thrown in literally half a foot away from the red line. And playing strict face-off rules, we're playing strict icing rules as well. Both teams have had to deal with that.
Refs trying to keep a clean game.
This might be the tightest game
that we've seen so far.
Yeah, but to play it by the book here is Griffin Lennis on the faceoff. He wins it. He's won a lot of them today. Shot on net. Unsuccessful. Koff freezes it. And that was a designed shot away from the net from Van Berkel. He was trying to get it off the boards, and to Lennis there. Hit a Nick Lidstrom play. Lennis wins another faceoff. That shot's wide by Van Berkel. Raish keeps it in, chipping down from his defensive spot. Great battle between Lennis and Davis. Lennis comes away with it. Lennis with a shot on net, saved by Koff. And now Trevor Hoffman got nothing but ice in front of him. Connor Raish gonna race him there. Shot on by Hoffman, saved by Edmond, and a penalty coming up. They're gonna get Raish on the slash. And I think Reed Fuller is gonna ask if that will be a penalty shot, because Hoffman did have space between him and Edmond. More than likely, I would expect this not to be a penalty shot because Raish seemed pretty close to him. But we'll see what the call is.
Seemed like there wasn't enough separation.
Yeah, I don't think
for
there
Hoffman.
was. There wasn't.
But great opportunity there for Hoffman. He's had multiple good looks
and he
throughout
threw
this
it into
game.
the same spot on Edmond, that high shoulder. It's so hard to stop for goalies, and Edmond did a good job saving it. 4-on-3 now for the next 56 seconds in this one. Huskers with the man advantage. Matt Leslie got a lot of space on the ice. Throws it over to Tina. Back over to Leslie. Leslie shoots, save by Edmond. Edmond clamping down that right arm for dear life as that almost trickled through.
That was a great shot attempt there by Leslie. He knew exactly where he wanted to put it between the right arm, that's the blocker's side, and the body of Edmond, and he closed that arm just enough to make the save.
Face-off won by the Huskers. Handled by Datina. Datina wants to work it low. Over to Leslie. Leslie in the middle. Back down to Bobby Heiberg. Heiberg over to Datina. Loses the puck. Pressure put on. Chipped into the zone. Heiberg still has it. He keeps it low. 2 on the puck for Dordt. Steven Adamski now. Down low to Datina. Over to Leslie. Leslie shoots it. Bounce it puck in front of the net. 6 seconds left on the 4-on-3 power play. It'll turn to a 5-on-4 for a minute. Just about. Both players out of the bench, out of the box. Shot on Brady Spenson, chips it. And now Noah Wilms had a breakaway opportunity there for a second until he was held back. And now Datina almost got that puck from Heiberg. He didn't. Leslie on it. Shelley to challenge. He wins that. Tries to bring it off, but Datina now 2-on-2 for the Huskers. Datina into the zone. He shoots high above the glove. Great move from Datina to get one-on-one with the goalie, but could not capitalize. 27 seconds left on this power play. Huskers got one rush left in them. Picked up by Greg Pate. Dordt gets a much-needed change. 18 seconds left. Timur Leroy cuts it up into the neutral zone. Now over to Ben McGinnis. McGinnis below the goal line. Looks to the middle. Won't find anyone. Turns back around. 6 seconds left on the power play for the Huskers. Shot on net. Doesn't reach all the way there. Penalty over for Dordt in this tie game. Pate off the glass. Van Berkel can't keep it in. McGinnis. Shot tipped away from Andrew Benson. Nice move. McGinnis could get it low in front of the net. Greg Pate shoots. Saved by Pate. Rebound. Picked up by Jonah Weems. And now there's some pushing and shoving in front.
Yeah, Bierenstraw was laid out in front of Edmond, and then Edmond started throwing headshots at Bierenstraw while he was on the ground. And
no, there's no call as of right now. There's just the head referee is asking the line judge what he thought of the situation, and
I got a pretty good look at it, Matt. Bierenstraw and Edmond were tangled up in the crease. Bierenstraw laying flat, trying to get up, and then Edmond just throwing some haymakers on top of Bierenstraw. Seemed pretty unfazed by it.
So I think that Tyler Morgan was asking who, if he has to pick someone from the ice to go on the box or someone from his bench, it will be his bench in this case because it is not too many men. So that means Isaac Bedwell will head into the penalty box. And the Huskers, just like that, back on the power play. 6:48 left in the third period, tied 3-3. It'll be Heiberg, Leroy, Datina, will be at the point along with Steven Adamski, the big body, the freshman. Datina. Back over to Greg Pate. Pate shoots on, saved by Edmond. An almost rebound opportunity from Adamski, and that puck is cleared out.
Great chances by the Huskers. I'm liking Datina playing up. He's playing more on the defensive side, more higher in the zone. He's got a wicked shot. Huskers are going to try to look to get it to him.
Adamski drops it. Errant pass, so Greg Pate will regroup. 1:23 left on the power play. Bobby Heiberg into the zone. Throws it wide of the net. Datina picks it up. Throws it back down low. Now back to Datina. Brady Spencer does a good job challenging Datina, but doesn't come away with the puck. Now over to Greg Pate. Pate throws it on. Saved by Edmond. Rebound. Frozen. Edmond's done a great job battling in front of the net and not allowing too many rebound opportunities. And Reed Fuller will make the decision with 1:03 left on the power play to bring out his second unit.
A great job there by Edmond tracking down that puck. That one came at him quick, dropped right in front of him, and able to cover it.
Face-off one by the Huskers. Over to Jakubsma. Throws it on net. Edmond saves it. Dumped out of the zone. Foot race between Leslie and Shelley. Shelley will back off a little bit. 5:39 left in the game. 49 left on the power play. McGinnis cuts it up in the neutral zone. Nice poke from Shelley. Delays the entrance. Dylan McCray loses the puck for a second until picked up by McGinnis. He escapes, turns down, over to McCray. Below the goal line, he'll work it back up. Back down to McGinnis, who throws it below the goal line. Rifled out by Benson, but kept in by Jakubsma. Jakubsma now steps in, shot on Edmond, kicked into the glove of Edmond. Now they're a kerfuffle in front of the net. And a lot of shoving and pushing. As Jakubsma saw Lane took it. And we'll see if there are any calls going to come from this.
I like the aggressiveness there by Jakubsma, just taking that puck to the net. And then once that puck got to Edmond, Huskers kind of jumped on top of him, trying to shove that puck into the net. The defenders weren't too pleased about that.
It was really good recognition. Not a lot of time left on the power play, so trying to create something was defenseman Caden Jakubsma. Is now Dylan McCray. He's got the puck back down low to McGinnis. He works it back up to the point. Griffin Lennis on the ice hounding McGinnis until he pokes that puck away, intended for Leslie. 5 seconds left on the power play. McCray brings it in, holds on to the puck, tries to get it to Jakubsma, who pinches down. Puck thrown out, picked up by Leslie. Leslie, near side ice, unsuccessful. McGinnis will go for a change. Brady Spencer turns up, throws it for Lennis, but he was hit before he got to the puck. Now DeJager throws that puck in. Delayed offside called for a second, but everyone tagged up. Off the post that puck was. Now Brady Spencer picks it up, throws it in the middle. Nice stick to poke that puck away from the slot. That was Christian Clover on the play. Andrew Benson, he gets that puck out. Now it's Clover. Throws it in the middle. Shot on. Saved by Edmond. Caleb Seibel had a puck dropped to him right in the slot. Edmond saw it all the way through, got to the post, and a nice save.
A great shot opportunity there by Seibel. I don't think you could be in a better position to score sitting all alone in the slot. Had to get that puck off pretty quick.
And Seibel panicked just a little bit. He had more time than he thought. Shot on, saved by Edmond. Rebound in front, put on the net. Trevor Hoffman almost had an opportunity there. Now a 3-on-2 the other way for Dordt. Here come the defenders. Dropped in, but good job back checking by this third line to get it out. And now Caden Davis chips it. Andrew Benson. Now it's another great play by Davis. And now Steven Adamski will challenge Connor Raish down low. Carrolls and Raish battling in the corner. Defenders win it. Now it's Carrolls. Tries to cut up the ice, but it's thrown back into the zone. Third line will have to check back up before going in. Noah Wilms there. Cuts it in. Wilms in front of the net, shoots, save by Koff.
What a move by Wilms.
Starts from the side, gets towards the middle, tried a nice little flip shot, but an even better save by Koff. Here comes Zach Espenson with plenty of speed. Espenson cuts into the middle. Good job keeping him away from the middle of the ice was Zach Brown there, but now Evan Atina pokes that out of the zone. That was Greg Pate on the nice defensive play, actually. Is now, here comes Tim Leroy. Leroy cuts to the middle. Leroy shoots, saved by Edmond. Trying to go low glove. Edmond read it all the way.
Leroy might have been a little off balance, couldn't get everything he wanted on that shot. But it was a great opportunity there for the Huskers.
Leroy with another opportunity. He's got Bobby Heiberg on the other side. He throws it on the net. Blocker saved by Edmond. Thrown out by Van Berkel. Jakubsma throws it into the zone. On the puck is Brady Espenson. Throws it to the middle. Nice breakout. Now it's Ryler Shelley. Puck tip, but Jonah Weems throws it on net. Saved by Koff. No frozen puck there. Icing will be called if this doesn't reach Edmond, and it does not. And they'll have to determine
who was on the ice.
Who was on the ice and who was off the ice. So they'll tell Ben McGinnis, you can't get on here. They were able to get a change, partially. We won't know. Not all 5 guys are on the ice, so we don't really fully know who will be on the ice for the Huskers. Regardless, Reed Fuller elects to take a timeout. What is he talking? What do you think he's talking over here? Timeout. It'll be a defensive zone face-off. Under 2 minutes left, tie game. What's Reed going over with his guys?
I think a lot of this right now is to give his guys a break. Just icing. They've been out there for a while.
Absolutely.
Want to give them a break. You got to think maybe a quick change will come. And Huskers got to play their game. Got to keep that puck in the offensive zone. They've had some great opportunities and chances in the defender's zone. So we'll see who they put out for the last couple of shifts here in the third period.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, they very well could shorten this up to 2 lines for these next 2 minutes after they get this change. 2 things go through my head on this timeout. Reed Fuller, it's a smart timeout. Give your guys some rest. But at the same time, the deterrent to that is now the defenders have an opportunity to draw up a offensive zone face-off play. So that's kind of what you give up. You're giving your guys rest, but you're giving up that time for them to plan out a play. If you're the Huskers, you might run a wheel here potentially.
We love that wheel play.
We like that wheel play, and the reason why you might run it, typically use it for offense, but it's an easy way to get a guy with the puck down the ice. But doesn't matter. Dordt wins the faceoff. Shot on, nice save by Koff. Huskers cannot get it into the other end, so they'll have to hold on here for their change. You might have wanted Koff to save that puck so they could get one, but they elect not to. Bouncing puck in the zone. Still no one with true possession. Now it's Griffin Lennis. He chips that ahead. Thrown in by Zach Espenson. Dylan McCray chips that out. Isn't handled by Bierenstraw. Thrown on, saved by Koff. Frozen in front of the net. Koff nearly had trouble with that shot, but is able to get a save. And so now it will be the first line for the Huskers. And for the defenders, it will be Ryler Shelley, Jonah Weems, and Mason Carroll's 3 guys who have had great games tonight for the defenders. And a timeout called by Dordt. And so now this is just a full offensive zone faceoff play.
Absolutely. You're drawing up a play. You're drawing up one play that's coming on this faceoff. And on the opposite side, I should say, Reed Fuller's drawn up a defensive play. The defenders have been great in the faceoff dot tonight. So Reed Fuller will try to draw something up to make sure what will happen if they do win the faceoff, what will happen if they don't win the faceoff.
Well, it comes down to matching here because the defenders could elect to put multiple guys in front of Alex Koff in order to induce a screen shot, and so you're kind of talking over your guys. How do we match up against that, and how are we covering certain defensemen? Now, I'm assuming that they've gone over these scenarios in practices. That's why you didn't see head coach Reed Fuller pick up a drawing board
yep.
or anything. They're just kind of going over standard procedure because you can't really, I mean, it's hockey. There's not too many plays that Dordt can run here.
These are situations that you
Absolutely.
are practicing weekly in
Absolutely.
hockey.
One face-off by Dordt. Shot on. Saved by Koff. That was almost a rebound goal opportunity for Noah Wilms, but now momentum going into the zone for the Huskers. Thrown in by Bobby Heiberg. Zach Svensson tipped on by Noah Wilms. Will it reach there? No ice called. No ice called. Good job by Wilms to get a stick on that. Now, puck thrown, picked up by Griffin Lennis. Lennis wraps around the net, throws it in front. Rebound, shot on by Brady Svensson in front of the net. Lennis still has the puck, turns back around, loses it. Nice hit by Bobby Heiberg, and now Timmy Leroy has the puck. Stepped up by Van Berkel, hit ahead, picked off by Pate. Pate now into the zone. Pate throws it on net, wide. Heiberg keeps it in. 29 seconds left. Pate throws it in front for Datina, won't get there. Timmy Leroy throws it down low. He's got a step. He throws it back up to the point. Shot out by Jacobs. Tip. Oh, wide of the post. A great tip by Datina. Nearly off the post and in, but too wide. Lower part of the zone. 10 seconds left. Jacobsma, he'll shoot it again. Great block by Lennis. He gets it out. 5 seconds left. Another shot on by Leroy. Blocked in front of the net. Second left, and we are done.
Wow.
3 periods of play have gone on, and we're tied here at the John Breslin Ice Arena.
What an exciting ending of that third period. Great opportunities for the Huskers. Datina with that deflection just missed the post. And defenders catch a break there. But 3 periods of hockey isn't enough here tonight. So
No,
to
it is
overtime
not.
we'll go.
Pretty sure the last game
We've seen a lot of overtimes.
Been a ton of overtimes.
But just 3 periods of hockey isn't enough for the Huskers.
No,
apparently.
clearly, no matter who they play. And so, Alex Koff already making his way to his net. He's played phenomenal tonight. He had to fend off 2 really tough face-off shots in those last 2 minutes of play. Was able to do so. 4-on-4 will be the format here for the Huskers. Something interesting to note as well, Huskers had their first line out there for the last about minute and 20.
Yeah,
I doubt that they will start this next this overtime. So could be a matchup opportunity here for Dordt to take advantage of. Right now on the ice, well, they have 4 defensemen on the ice for the Huskers. So
Yeah, I don't think that's what they'll be rolling
I
with.
don't think they're running with 3D and Bobby Heiberg. So see what the lines are. What did you see in that third period? It was pretty competitive, was it not? I mean, it was not one team had too much momentum.
Yeah, it wasn't really, I don't think one team really won that period.
Sure.
First period, you got to give that to the Huskers. Second period, you got to give that to the defenders. Third period, it was a pretty evenly matched period of hockey. Some great opportunities on both ends, prime scoring opportunities throughout that period. And no goals during that third period. And we might see one here in overtime. And if overtime's not enough for them,
we do go to a shootout.
We will have to see a shootout.
We were unable shootout. I don't know. I've seen a shootout here. I haven't seen a shootout here. It depends on what the teams want to do. But I'm going to guess with how competitive this has been.
I think you got to play a
gotta
shootout.
Play out.
Yeah.
Mason Carroll's out there, along with Ryler Shelley and Zach Svensson. For the Huskers, it's Evan Datina, Greg Pate, and Timmy Leroy. Last time the Huskers were in overtime, and John Breslin. Here it goes. Mason Carroll's tripped up in front of the net. He had a great lane, and it will be on Evan Datina.
Tough break there.
It was a great
for
play
the Huskers
by Shelley to get that puck to Carrolls, who had all day in front of Koff. No penalty shot here, but Carrolls had a great opportunity in front of the net. And really, if you didn't have a penalty shot, that was a smart penalty by Leroy. So now the Huskers very quickly will go down a man. It will be 4-on-3 for Dordt. Face-off one by Shelley. Griffin Lennis, the extra attacker. Zach Svensson over to Lennis. Lennis steps up, shoots wide. Good block by Heiberg. Svensson. Low to Carrolls. Turns around. A lot of pressure by Greg Pate. Carroll's. Over to Shelley. He keeps it in. Low to Spencer. Turns back around. An errant pass goes by the skate of Carroll's, and now Datina. Datina. Backhand saved by Edmond. And Edmond decides to freeze the puck. Good job there from Bobby Heiberg to force the freeze. So now the Huskers will have an offensive zone face-off.
It's a smart play there by Datina. He might not have gotten the shot he wanted, but able to get an offensive face-off.
That's so important in a penalty kill, especially if you win the face-off.
Try to kill off some time.
Absolutely. Bierenstra doesn't win it. Benson over to Wilms. He's got a goal tonight already. Over to Alex Espenson with some speed. He's got some guys. Espenson over to Wilms in front of the net. Bouncing puck. Thrown out by the Huskers. Puck thrown in the net. Hit off of a couple of skates, but Matt Leslie corrals it and throws it out of the zone. 1 minute left on the power play for Dordt. Espenson again. Here's an opportunity. Espenson shoots. Save by Koff. Espenson might have had Noah Wilms barreling down the middle of the ice. He elects to shoot it. And a nice save by Alex Koff.
Yeah, it did appear that the defenders did have numbers there. Opted to just go for the shot. And great job by Alex Koff smothering that one.
Dylan McCray on the faceoff. He loses it to Isaac Bart. Jonah Weems below the goal line. Works it up the hash. Great defense. McCray picks it up. McCray quickly fires it. Kept in by Griffin Lennis. Great stick work by Lennis to keep it in the zone. Now down low to Weems. Weems throws it cross ice and out to Lennis. Looking for backdoor Bart. Couldn't find it. Lennis now to the middle. Shoots it. Nice block by Dylan McCray. Putting his body on the line. McCray looking for a change. He'll get one. Zach Espenson going to work the puck up the ice. Datina out there for the Huskers now. Puck looking for Espenson. He falls and he hits Koff. Whistle called as now Koff ginger to get up.
Yeah, going high speed into the net. That was Zach Espenson. Made collision. Glad he's okay. It's like a nasty run into the post.
So interesting note here. Traditionally, or usually, Liam Scott would be the backup if Alex Koff wasn't able to go. It's Jacob Broadfoot tonight. Scott got injured in their road trip, but it seems like Koff is okay. 4 seconds left on this power play for Dordt. Van Berkel, low to Shelley. Power play over. Timmy Leroy comes right out of the box, gets the puck away. So we're back to 4-on-4. Greg Pate couldn't handle the puck. Van Berkel chips up to Ryler Shelley. Now back to Van Berkel. Over to Brady Espenson. Offsides called.
Just a little too jumpy into that offensive zone. Would have been a great look.
Was it pretty bad
for the defenders?
Was it a bad one?
It was.
I can't really tell because I'm watching the puck. I can't really see the.
It was the right call.
Okay.
It was definitely the right call.
Okay. I'm curious.
I'm glad you're curious.
I am. 3-on-3. Van Berkel shoots it up. Grabbed by Leroy. He's got Heiberg and Pate with him. Leroy now gets below the circle. Leroy all alone shoots on Edmond. Saved and throws. Leroy tried to cut into the middle. Took that shot looking for that near side blocker. Unsuccessful. Change coming up for Dordt. They're going to bring on Zach Espenson along with Griffin Lennis and Zach's little brother, Brady Espenson. Espenson with the puck. Lennis won another faceoff. Espenson going to attack the non-defenseman Leroy, but he loses an edge there. He's hit by Leroy. Leroy comes with the puck. Now Leroy, he's got some speed. He's got Griffin Lennis to beat. Lennis doesn't get there. He throws it for Greg Pate. Couldn't get to the puck. Leroy will go for a change along with Pate. Now a streaking Espenson's got a breakaway, but Lennis didn't throw it to him. And now Lennis will carry the puck into the zone. Lennis switches sides of the ice. He takes a fall. Now Bobby Heiberg. He's got Dylan McCray on the opposite side. Heiberg shoots. Saved by Edmond. Puck thrown ahead to Lennison. He cannot grab it. Icing not called. Alex Koff rings it around. Bobby Heiberg will pick up the puck. He'll poke that to Jakubsma. Now change. Huskers will take advantage here. 2-on-2. Nice move by Bobby Heiberg. Heiberg alone. Heiberg shoots. Save. Rebound. Missed by McCray. 2-on-1. Espenson over to Bart. Bart shoots. He scores! Isaac Bart wins it for Dordt. A back and forth affair for the last minute, but a beautiful pass from Espenson to Bart, and Dordt picks up a victory over the Huskers in their first game of 2 here in the John Breslin Ice Arena. Great sportsmanship from Jonah Weems going up to Alex Koff after, as Koff played a great game tonight. But the Huskers, for the 7th straight game, come up a little bit short as Dordt takes the first one.
And there's some tired legs out there for the Huskers. Heiberg and McCray were out there for an extended period of time, and they just got caught with some tired legs, and the defenders able to take advantage and put this one away.
Well, it was an incredible game here at the John Breslin Ice Arena. Husker hockey falls short in overtime for the 3rd straight in a row. It was a 4-3 hockey game here. It was really competitive, super fast. Both teams had opportunities to win in the very end, but Dordt, after a beautiful play from Alex Espenson over to Isaac Bart. Bart, 2 goals on the game. He came into the season with 4, puts in 2 for the win, and a great performance by the entire Dordt defender team, but in particular, goaltender Graham Edmond.
Yeah, Edmond had a great game. He shut down some very good opportunities.
And especially at the end there.
By the Huskers, and not many positives to take away from this game as the Huskers drop another one.
Sure.
But
well, I think there was some positives. Go ahead.
There
There
definitely were some positives as we saw a lot more offense coming other from that first line, that third line of, excuse me, I don't have it.
No, it's Adamski,
on the back of my hand. Adamski, Hoffman, and Davis.
Yeah.
There we go, in unison.
Absolutely.
They had some amazing opportunities. They all came to play. Some great aggressive forecheck. They did it all tonight. They had a lot of great opportunities, and that's what they need to carry into tomorrow. Keep up that energy and come back and fight harder tomorrow.
I think the toughest thing to do as a home team is, the first game for an away team is really difficult to win.
Absolutely.
You're traveling. You talked about in the pregame. You're on the bus. Your legs are tired. If you don't get the proper stretch in, you can come out flat. A team can jump on you. Frankly, we saw it happen here today. Huskers got the very first 2 goals of the game. But Dordt responded in the second period. 2 goals in about a minute. It was incredibly competitive from that point out. Both teams had opportunities in that overtime, but at the end of the day, it was just an incredible it was a really good pass from Espenson over to Bart, who wins the game for Dordt. Dordt moves to 7-3 on the year. The Huskers now go to 2-7-3 with that overtime loss, so they still pick up a point in the MACHA Central Division. Regardless, we'll be back here tomorrow as the Huskers take on the Dordt Defenders at 3 o'clock for the final game of this MACHA series. I'm Matt McMaster. This was Keegan Oliveira. We want to thank you so much for joining us here on the Husker Hockey YouTube channel.